Today I'm talking about 4 different drones and which one to choose for which job. Hi, my name is Chris, and one question I got asked over the last couple of months over and over again is, how do you get those drone shots, or how do you get those sky shots? And every time it has been, I'm using the DJI Mavic Pro. I pretty much bought this drone right the day they announced it, and then I had to wait a couple of months to actually get it. And then I took it to the Caribbean pretty much as the first trip ever. And I think this is an incredible drone, but there are also 3 other drones which I think have their place in the market. And here I want to share my thoughts which one you should get for which kind of use case. So the 4 drones I'm going to talk today about are the DJI Mavic Pro, which I have right here, the Karma from GoPro, the DJI Phantom 4 Pro, and the DJI Inspire 2. The main reasons I chose those 4 drones are that I think they are the top of the line in each and every category, and there are specific groups of people who should own one of those drones. For example, the DJI Inspire is very big but has great quality. The DJI Mavic Pro, which I have here, is very small, lightweight, and still has good video quality. So let's get into the different drones and talk about which one to buy for which use case. I'd like to give you a little disclaimer. I have only flown the DJI Mavic Pro. I have seen the DJI Phantom 4, but I have never seen the Karma or the Inspire in person. The thoughts I'm presenting here are based on research online, watching other people's opinions, and you have to keep in mind I never flew a drone before actually purchasing it, and I think my decision is well made. So here are my top reasons to buy each of these drones. So let's start with the one drone that is not made by DJI. It's the GoPro Karma. I think there are amazing reasons to choose the Karma. For example, it is kind of portable. It is a mix of drone and stabilization, and with the Karma kit for $1,100 you actually get a drone, a stabilizer, and a GoPro Hero 5, which is an incredible price for the package. Then if you already have a GoPro Hero 4 or 5, then you could also choose the less expensive version for $800. So basically you get a pretty cheap drone, including a stabilizer, and then you have a full package. I think the Karma is an incredible choice, especially if you want to have the same camera in the air and on the ground, because then matching the shots is way easier. One of the groups where I think the Karma makes perfect sense are either people who just starting out and they want to have a kind of cheap drone and also already have a GoPro, or if you're into action sports, because there it makes total sense to have the same quality of picture in every shot, not to have to match different cameras, different styles, different color profiles and stuff like that. One thing I have to mention is the Karma is bigger than the Mavic Pro, and even though GoPro relaunched the Karma and is supposed to be safer and better right now, I will still go to DJI because they have more years in experience with drones. And that leads me over to the DJI drones. As mentioned, I personally own the DJI Mavic Pro, and I have had this drone for the last couple months. The main reasons I chose this drone over any other, for example the Phantom 4, is that it's really tiny, and I can just put it into my day pack and have it ready to go for a flight all the time. I purchased this drone in the Fly More package, which means I have 3 batteries, I have the controller, I have the drone, and I have the multi-charger. I pretty much sold all the other stuff, so for example the bag, the car charger, and the USB adapter. I sold all those things because I thought that they don't make sense, or I don't really use them, and they are way too expensive to keep them. So by now I only have the drone, the batteries, the controller, and the normal wall charger. The picture quality in this drone is incredible. I really like the small controller that feels like a game controller kind of. It integrates well with your iPhone, it works. I have had a couple problems with my drone, but I think those problems are not really my problems or not really the drone's problems, but in general the whole drone and flying thing is not yet perfectly ready for normal consumers, I would say. So for example, connection breakups and stuff like that. And by now I'm much more careful with flying my drone. So the Mavic Pro goes for $1,000, which is a little cheaper than the Karma, but with the Karma you actually get the stabilizer on top and you have a GoPro that you can use while it's not on the drone. With the Mavic, you just have the drone, which has the built-in camera. And then you have the Fly More package with the Mavic Pro, which is currently priced at $1,300. For the size and the price, I think this is an incredible set to travel with, and it's perfect for me. I was able to fly with this carry-on only, and it's really great. From there we go one step up in size and picture quality, and the next step is the DJI Phantom 4 Pro. From all I've seen, I would say this is an incredible piece of gear, but I would not recommend it to you if you're not focused on photography or video making. So for example, if you're more about traveling and you want to keep it light, go for the Mavic Pro. If you're just flying recreational or for fun or as a hobby, I would still go with a Mavic Pro. The Phantom 4 is bigger, it has more sensors than the Mavic Pro, and it has an incredible 1-inch sensor, which produces amazing video and photos. Also, the internal processing of the video is made different, and the quality of the video is much higher than the Mavic Pro. The thing with this drone is that it's 1,500 US in the standard package, and then you only have one controller and one battery. And to get additional Phantom 4 Pro batteries, it actually costs around $170. So to get the same package that the Mavic Pro offers with the 3 batteries, the drone, the controller, and the charging port and stuff like that, you would have to spend around $2,350 US. So there you see a big price difference, but it also has a very big quality difference. For me, I would still say go with the Mavic Pro. It's the smaller choice, it's the cheaper choice, it's incredible picture quality. But if you are focused on photo and video making and you want to have more production quality stuff, or you want to make a business out of drone flying, then the Phantom 4 Pro is an amazing choice. It's bigger, it's better, it's more expensive, but it has the better quality in picture and video, and it's also flying a little bit more stable. And last but not least, we have the DJI Inspire 2. This of course is the biggest drone in this lineup. It's also the most expensive. I just created a kit that kind of represents the Mavic Pro Fly More package, which would cost you around $4,900 US. And of course, you cannot compare those packages just based on the price, and also not just based on the size. The Inspire 2 obviously brings more flight security, it has more sensors, it's a bigger package, it has stronger motors, it is supposed to be more stable, it's definitely faster, it has a way better camera, and you have the option to actually change between cameras, and there are different price tiers for different cameras. So the basic one is around $700 US, and then you have the upgraded version, which is actually with interchangeable lenses, which is around $1,900 US. So there are much more possibilities with the Inspire, but this is definitely a commercial drone. So if you want to open a drone business, if you want to use it commercially, then the Inspire 2 is probably the way to go. One thing you also have to keep in mind is the drones increase in weight in each of these pricing categories, and with more weight there are often also more legal problems you run into in different countries. For example, some countries actually have laws that prevent you from flying drones over a certain weight, and you definitely have to look into that if you go with the Inspire 2, because it definitely has some weight to it. To wrap this thing up and give you a quick overview, I think the GoPro Karma is an incredible choice if size is not that kind of a big deal to you, you still want to pack light, you're in action sports, or you're a hobby filmmaker that already uses GoPro footage to have that matching footage in one set. It's definitely one of the cheapest options to get great footage, especially the stabilizer. I already used the stabilizer on my GoPro. It was before the Karma stick was released, and now I'm using the Siontech crane with my Sony A7. I just love stabilizers. They increase the picture quality and the movie quality so much. Then the next one we have the Mavic Pro. I think this is the best drone if you want to travel light, even if you already have a GoPro. It is so much smaller than the Karma, and it's that fact that makes it the perfect travel drone right now. It's the smallest of the 4, it has amazing picture quality, and the Fly More combo is great. But if I would buy the Mavic Pro again, I would probably choose just the drone and buy a couple additional batteries and the charging hub, because I don't really use the other stuff. And then we have the Phantom 4 Pro, which brings the picture quality, and it's amazing for photographers with this 1-inch sensor. It's still kind of travelable, so you can keep it as a carry-on item and bring it everywhere, but it is a little bit more of a hassle to bring this drone instead of the Mavic Pro, which you can just bring additionally. And of course, in the end, we have the Inspire 2. This is definitely a commercial drone. I think you should only look into the Inspire 2 if you're actually making money with filmmaking, or you want to start a filmmaking business or a drone photography business. The Inspire 2 is an incredible drone, but it is incredibly expensive, and you have to keep in mind that it might bring more legal problems with it. So this is my quick rundown of which drones I would choose for which job. I think for most people the Karma or the Mavic are the right choice. If you have another opinion, or if you have other drones that you would suggest for those use cases, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, give this video a like and subscribe to this channel for more daily videos about topics like this, and connect with me on the other social media accounts like Instagram and Twitter. I'm @SpiegelIO everywhere. I hope this was helpful for you, and I will see you tomorrow.